It's time to start the fight.
Time to finish the fight.
Time to let's finish this.
Oh.
Let's get down to
Yeah. And then let's go find the crown.
To defeat
and go find the
mummies.
crown.
So we should be
We're all
back.
on the same page. Oh, hello.
We should be back and streaming, hopefully.
Right
Yeah.
now.
Zoom just decided to stop seeing my microphone. Which is actually fine if you were watching the stream because my mic is going into OBS, so you could still hear me, but none of the players could. And that would have been an issue, I guess. I mean, they're not that important, but...
That's really funny, actually.
We could have listened to the stream.
Yeah, you
They
could
have
just
to
listen
rely on the chat.
Uh-huh. Just listen to
Here's
a...
the Scorpion Crown, 5-second delay, go.
Yeah. No big deal. So, yeah, and then I had to, restart my computer. It was a huge pain in the butt. I had to restart the stream. I didn't like doing it, but hopefully we will remain good for now. I'm going to start back up the battle music. Oh, there it is. Or not? There we go. Okay. We're in the middle of a battle with some mamos. I don't remember whose turn it was.
Do we make it to the top of the round?
Everybody's going
yeah.
simultaneously. That's all I remember.
Oh, yeah, everyone was going
at the same time.
simultaneously.
Yeah.
I know that no, wait. Everyone's going simultaneously. I don't know if anyone did anything yet.
I don't think so.
Okay. No one was casting a spell. We knew that. Is anyone going to make any ranged attacks or move anywhere?
No range attacks?
Gonna
Yes.
go into
Cramble is going to shoot an arrow
Sure. Roll it.
and float down. And shoot.
Okay, roll it.
19 plus 1, that's a 20.
That hits.
D6, 4 damage.
Wow. Is that a magical arrow?
Nope.
The arrow goes into it, does nothing.
Haha.
Okay.
The Zombo.
Meanwhile, because I did say Michaela I would get to you. Reficent hovers invisibly into a large oblong chamber. Let's see here. I have a description somewhere among these windows. Oblong chamber is populated by multiple strange beasts. What seem to be statues at a distance, you notice, are now seem to be living monsters frozen in time. One of them is a large, like as big as a person, segmented insect, like a huge centipede, with these strange tentacles that come off right underneath where the head is.
Okay.
3 of them are like dog men. They look like they're humanoids with hyena features, and they are armed and armored. And the last one seems to be a person with bluish-hued skin, and sort of dressed like someone from the desert.
Okay.
At the far end of the room, also, there's a pedestal at the center of the room with a red gemstone sitting on it. At the far end of the room are a series of glass tubes partially filled with purple glittering sand built into circular sections of the wall. Below them are 3 dials. So that is the stuff you see. Let's cut back to the thrilling combat. So, you guys, an arrow hit this mummy seemingly with no effect. What's Anger doing?
Anger is climbing out of this thing.
Opposed strength?
Pose strength. Let's do it. New die.
Okay.
That's a 19 on the die.
There you go. I was actually going to say, I rolled an 18. You couldn't
wow.
possibly beat that, but then you did.
Well, I could. There's 2 chances to.
You
and
did
I
it.
did one of them.
You wrench yourself free of this creature. Although you can't really move anywhere because you're half buried in the sand, but you are not currently being dragged under the sand.
Good.
Cool.
I'm glad we've come to that agreement.
That's nice. And let's see here. Who else? What did Imol get to take a turn?
No, Emo's going to slash, I guess.
Sure.
Nope.
Okay. And did Anand get to take a turn?
Not yet.
Okay, Anand can do that.
He'll stab this bad-o boy in the back once again.
Bad oh boy.
Who do you think you are going after my halfling friend? And that's 9 plus 9, 18.
18 hits.
That is 5 points of damage.
Another significant chunk carved out of this creature. At the same time, the creature whirls around because you're hurting it pretty significantly and turns its ire towards you. It finishes.
Do you think?
It finishes climbing out of the sand. It is now fully out, and you see that it is, as the sand falls off of it, classic mummy-looking type dude. However, adorned with jeweled rings, a fancy-looking necklace, and yeah, like real nice finery. Anyway, it reaches out to grab you. What is your armor class?
13.
It hits.
Okay.
And rakes across you for 6 points of damage. As you pull away, grasping your arm that it clawed across, you see the flesh just like going all gross and rotten where it hit you, and you do not feel well. So that
was not enjoyable, my friends.
the one that Anger's wrestling with comes up a little bit out of the sand and tries to grab him again and rolls a natural 1, so it does not.
Oh.
It is now a new round. Would anyone like to cast a spell? Or do a full retreat? Okay, who would like to roll initiative?
Who hasn't yet?
I can do it again. Keep the ball rolling.
Beat a 3.
Oh, that's a 2.
Come on.
Every time.
Every time.
Wow.
All right. So, also, I think I've rolled a 3 on initiative for these guys.
Yeah, like 4 times now.
Yeah. Okay.
Get a new die. Jeez.
I will. Anger's got that good armor class.
Yep.
He is not hit by this this mummy boy.
Half in the sand.
Yeah, no, that doesn't
All right,
affect it.
cool. Shield. Ha!
We don't have rules for that. The other one does. The other one does hit Anand, however.
No.
Oh, but it dealt you 1 point of damage because I rolled
Hooray.
the minimum I could have rolled. Boop. 1. And that's all they can do. Cutting real quick to Ruificent, the elf. Do you do anything in this room?
So is it just a room and it's like the end of a hall, or are there openings to anywhere else?
Let's check my notes.
Because the stuff in here I don't think I really want to touch. It's a little spoopy.
Unless I miswrote something, there are no other doors out of this room. It is a dead end.
Okay. I will just go, hello.
There's no response. None of the creatures in the room seem to know you're there or move around. They're all
Okay.
stock still, completely unmoving.
I don't know if that makes me feel better or worse, but I will go up to the blue guy.
Sure.
See if like its eyes follow me
Nope.
or anything. Nope. Okay. Then I'm gonna think about it for the rest of this trip.
Okay. Any Any ranged attacks going off with the party? Okay.
Bramble knocks another arrow.
Sure, they can roll to hit. It's not going to do any
14.
damage. It doesn't hit. Let's move to melee attacks, everyone.
Darn, that might have finished it.
Cramble, good old Cramble.
Oh man. Fine, let's try this. 15.
Yeah, you need a 16. That's the armor class. You rolled a 15 twice now.
I really need some +1 something.
Yeah, you need a magic weapon. So let's see here.
Can I climb out of my hole?
Yes, you can. And you can use
Do I
your
roll for
movement.
that?
You can just use your movement to do that.
All right. So then, with my, can I then strike the guy in front of me
Yeah.
with my mace?
If you want.
Okay. I say the magic word. It lights on fire, and I smack it.
Nice.
No, I don't.
It does seem to hate the fire you're waving at it. It recoils from you.
Oh, does it hate fire?
They do see mummies hate fire. They're so dry. They'll just burn to a crisp. So that's
Because they don't have a good moisturizer.
Wait, so what did you use for fire?
Oh, I have a magic
Anger.
mace that I say a magic word like flame on, and
Oh,
then
okay.
it ignites in fire, and then I
Cool.
wap it around.
okay.
Is the word you say actually flame on?
I don't see why it shouldn't be. So
Wondering.
We are entering another round.
I'm gonna try this time.
No one's casting a spell, I assume.
I got a 5.
You did it.
swear to God, roll a 3.
Oh no, I got it too.
Oh, okay.
That's why I said you did it.
Cool.
You guys get to go first. Movement, ranged attacks.
I'll do a range attack. I think seeing what's going on, Emo's going to try and throw an oil bottle on the one that Anger's attacking.
Sure. Okay. Roll the hit.
No. 14.
14 doesn't hit. Come on.
We literally have like a 30% chance to hit them.
So.
I was rolling a lot of 15s, then I.
Oh goodness. Okay. So. Anger and Anand, and I guess also Cramble. Good old Cramble. Shooting arrows at things that can't be hurt by arrows.
Inger will attack the guy in front. Actually, is there fire because he threw like a thing of oil? Can I push this guy into a thing of fire?
There's a thing of oil. So the oil thing broke open, and now there's oil seeping into the sand right next to the mummy, but it's not ablaze because it hasn't been lit yet.
Can I lower my torch or my mace of fire and set it ablaze?
Yeah, you could do that. That probably wouldn't take your action because it's just. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna see if he's like spooked of it, if he's like backing up, and if he's backing up, then I'm gonna use my movement to go to the rope and climb out of here.
You know what? That would make sense. He is probably freaked out a little bit by that, so he's backing
Okay.
up away from the fire.
And I'm gonna say, Immel, we gotta get out of here. This way. My accent changes a lot.
Fine. We don't seem to be doing any damage to these things. Arr.
And I climb up the rope.
Okay.
If possible.
Cool. All right. You climb up the rope. What does Anand do?
There's this one in front of me.
Yep.
I'm gonna shank it.
Roll to hit.
This is 18.
Yep.
Yeah.
Roll damage. Yeah, you have a
Finally.
huge bonus to hit, don't you? Because you have that belt.
Aha! That's 7 damage, maximum damage.
You did it.
Did it. Yeah.
So what kind of weapon are you using?
Moonlight short sword.
Oh yeah, the moonlight short sword. So you just swing wildly with a short sword and just cut this thing in half, and the top half falls over off of the legs, and the legs stumble around for a minute and then fall over.
That's what you get. And then I'm gonna scuttle up the wall.
Would you like to grab any of the golden finery on the top half?
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to just grab the top half, like the torso, and just run with it?
I'll grab the top half and I'll throw it up to the. Oh.
You easily chuck it. It's actually quite light. I mean, they're very
Oh, yeah,
dehydrated.
just toss it up there.
So yeah, it's really they're just husks of, yeah. So you just toss it up there. So Edgar finishes climbing the rope. He's like, I escaped them, and then the top half of one of these mummies just falls right next to him.
Oh, sweet.
And then following behind, taking the wall as an exit because I'm a rebel like that. 56.
Yep. Okay.
Following Tiana and pull his head up over right in front of the thing, and you're like, wait, I'm climbing the rope.
Is Ruificent doing anything with their action in this room? Or do you want to just wait till after combat?
Are there any like magical weapons in this room that I can see, or is it just like creatures?
So the creatures, the hyena men that are standing around actually look like, one of them anyway looks like it's wearing really nice armor.
Okay.
And they also have like packs that might contain some items, but you don't know without opening them. And the big insect tentacled creature is a big insect tentacled creature, and the blue person seems to just be wearing loose-fitting desert clothing.
Okay. The Rue is just kind of like quietly sweating, like, okay, I could maybe help, or maybe everything will come to life and try to kill me. So, don't really like the odds. I think I will just go inspect the ruby.
Sure.
And see if I feel any way about it.
If you go over and look at it, you notice that it is pretty much identical to the one that Sen found in the other room.
Does it seem hella evil?
I mean, just by looking at it, you can't tell. Would you like to try and pick it up?
Sure.
Sure. You grasp it to try to pick it up off the pedestal, and although nothing is locking it into place on the pedestal, it does not budge.
Okay. That's all I'm gonna do right now then. I think it's yeah. I'll wait.
Okay. All right. So that is that. And I think that will probably drop us out of combat, because I assume that Imol is going to try and scamper up the rope. Wild Engineer.
Yeah, I'm just gonna retreat up the rope.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm not gonna try and attack.
Okay, so the creature can't scale the wall, and it is distracted enough by the fire that it's not going to get at you that quickly. So it probably wouldn't win an initiative anyway. That means that combat is over, so we're going to drop out of that.
Cramble's gonna sink a few more arrows into him. For good measure.
Crabble just sink some more arrows into that mummy walk around down there. They don't seem to hurt it.
13, 18,
Hey,
16.
there you go. 2 of those hit.
Ha! That'll teach you. That's what you get. Mummies.
I did it. I've defeated the mummy. And there's the mummy just still crawling around down there.
One more. 17.
Okay, so
Stop your walking.
let's roll up that good treasure that you found on that husk, that mummy husk you threw up there.
Yeah, I searched that mummy husk.
Yeah.
I will come back to the room where they are.
Okay. They don't know.
Okay. I'm gonna say, hey, I'm back.
It's the demon. The ghost demon's here.
Oh my god, dude. Chill out.
Let's see here.
There's a bunch of, like, creatures and things in there that are frozen. Some of them look pretty armed. So I didn't want to like mess with
Like,
that.
I think
But
Looks
they
like
were
good
all
weapons.
frozen.
Ooh, weapons.
Well, maybe, but what if by like messing with them,
I go look for weapons.
I go, wah! Why are you trying to rob me? That's what they would.
What? Did you take it? Because if you're not gonna take it, I'm gonna take it.
I didn't try to take a weapon. I tried to pick up a gem that's kind of like the one Sen picked up, but I couldn't pick it up. Maybe I'm just not strong enough.
I think you're strong enough, says Cramble, floating down from above.
Cramble's so supportive.
So is it dark down the hallway or?
It is, yeah. Just assume that none of these places are lit.
Okay, so I'm gonna light a torch and look for these weapons that I was told about.
Follow him.
Sure. You, people who were hit by the mummies, like I said, you don't feel very well.
I don't feel very well.
Oh, I never got hit.
Mr. Stark.
Don't feel very well, Mr. Stark. You turn to dust and blow away.
No.
And
Remember.
possibly forever, because no, there's no more Spider-Man.
Oh no! Don't
Too
say that. So let's see here. You go down that hallway. I need to figure out my my little treasure table generator just isn't gonna load, I guess. So I'm gonna have to do it by hand,
Oh no.
which is a pain in the butt.
That is a pain in the butt.
Just get 10 legendary magical items each.
Each. Magic items for everyone. They actually do have a pretty good treasure table. Let's see if I'll find it in the book here.
Ooh.
Do. That's not right. Value version treasure types. Here we go. Treasure table. Okay. Yeah. Wow. This like. I guess this site is down. That's too bad. That made everything like really easy, and I liked using it. Because
It's just a day of technical difficulty.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's
Buddy.
that day.
such a
It's one of those days.
So what did we get for treasure?
let's see here.
How can we help, Lex?
I gotta roll a bunch of D%. Hold on.
Just how can you help me help you?
Okay.
Thank you for the backup, Davis.
You're welcome. It is what I am for.
You guys find a golden. This thing's wearing a bunch of golden finery that is valued at about 2,000 gold pieces, as well as a bunch of rings, 8 rings, because I rolled the maximum number of rings. Each ring is valued at 50 gold pieces.
Oh man.
That's a lot.
I
It's a lot
came
of
close
championship.
to rolling some magic items on that table, but I didn't get it.
Oh.
But you found a lot of gold, a lot of value, a lot of
Cool.
bucks.
A lot of bucks, you say?
So yeah, 50 times 8 plus 2,000. That's how much GP you get off of that monster from all of its fancy dress.
And that's experience points too.
Yep.
Yeah. What was the number?
It was 2,000 gold pieces in terms of the stuff it's wearing, fancy golden finery, and each of its rings is has like gemstones in them and are really nicely made, and they are worth 50 gold pieces each, and has 8 of them. So 50
Wow.
times 8 plus 2,000. That is the total GP.
2,400.
2,400.
Okay.
So that'll need to be divided, but it's still a good amount of stuff. Anyway,
Yeah.
Yep.
So do we see these weapons at?
these creatures,
Mm-hmm.
like I said, one of them is a big insect creature. One of them is a blue guy, and the other one is three jackal-headed humanoids. One of which is wearing really nice-looking armor. And they are all armed, and they have packs and stuff, so there might be more things in there. There's also this gem on a pedestal in the middle of the room, and on the far side of the room, a bunch of tubes filled with glittering purple sand built into the wall. They are on, seem to be on sections of the wall that can move, and there are 3 dials below them.
Emo's gonna try and take one of the weapons from one of the statues.
Sure. You try and grab it. It doesn't budge. Try as you might. You can't seem to get it to move. Can't get it out of the thing's hand. Can't get the thing to move. You'd think it was like a stone statue if they didn't look so lifelike.
Am I getting an evil vibe off this gem?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
I'm telling you, I tried to get the gem and I just couldn't get it out.
Feel like we should smash it. It's evil.
I don't know. Maybe. Can I camera pan to Sen, who wants to do a thing?
Sure. What does Sam want to do?
Sen wants to put the gem in that central wheel indentation.
Okay, so there are 3 indentations, but when you place the gem, or when you look at the gem and you look at the indentations, it looks like this gem would fit perfectly in one of them. And you place the gem inside, and when you do, you see roughly a third of the runes along this wheel start to glow.
Okay. Well, would you look at that, Kingsmill?
Kings-
This is glowing now.
Kingswill's like, oh, good. It didn't kill us when you touched it. That's great. That's really, I count it as a win.
I do too. I'm glad we're on the same page. We worked out real well. Okay, that's all.
Okay. Let's see here. The cutting back. What would you guys like to do in this room?
Getting frustrated, Emo is just gonna start spinning the dials.
Sure. The dials have numbers next to them. They are, where the heck is my document? They are set currently to, so yeah, it's like
1 to 10 dials, 1 to 0, 1 to 9.
1 to 10.
Okay.
Although
1 to 7.
1 to 11. The so the dial is like a 0, and then it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and all the way to 10.
Okay.
And the first dial is set 3 to the right. The second dial is set 8 to the left. The third dial is set 7 to the right. And you just start moving them?
Yeah.
Okay, which way do you move them, left or right?
Let's see. Right.
Okay. So you start moving the first dial farther right. And as you click that, you start to hear this crackling sound in the air around you, and you see the wall begins to move, and the glass tubes that are full of sand just start moving, and the sand starts shifting in them. And as that happens, let's see here, you move the first dial. The blue person begins to, or actually, no, wait, hold on. Let me check my notes. This is a confusing puzzle, even for me.
We have no hope then.
There's no hope. You'll never figure it out, because even I can't figure it out. The blue person begins to move. They begin to sort of like very slowly begin to like their fingers begin to move and their mouth begins to move just a tiny bit. Do you keep turning the dial?
Something's
Faster.
happening. Keep turning it.
So he's turned it to the point that it looks like they're moving normal speed.
Okay. So you keep turning it until they're moving normal speed, and they're just like, ugh, oh, jeez, oh, what happened?
Are you okay?
Oh, where did you come from?
I've always been here. Where did you come from?
I was,
Ha! That's what I thought.
I'm a little disoriented. I was hanging out by a spring and oh jeez, I think I was attacked by magic, something? I don't know. You looks around. Obviously I've been in prison somewhere, but you freed me.
3 wishes will do it.
Yeah, 3 wishes.
And they're like,
Nice.
listen, I may be a Jinn, but I'm not that kind of Jinn.
Oh, you're
Oh,
Can you give us the scorpion crown?
The scorpion, I don't know what that is, but I can give you something. And they sort of hold out their hand, and there's this puff of smoke, and you see 3 potions are now being held in their hand.
Oh boy.
And they're like, I can give you these.
what are they, friend?
This one, well, I figured a potion of healing is always good to have. This one is a potion of gaseous form. Will turn you into a cloud.
Oh,
I know a lot about that. And the last one, let's see, I need to roll for that, actually. What do we have here? Where are my fancy potion lists?
A potion of solid form for when you want to turn back from a gaseous form.
Uh-oh. Nah, the gaseous cloud thing just wears off.
Once you go gas, you never go back.
That's what I've heard.
That's once. Oof. Let's see here. Ba-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Ba-da-da-da-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Spanish flea.
No. Yikes. This one will give you. What's a good one? What's something you guys don't already do? Not levitation. I'm not going to give you a potion of levitation.
Or levitation.
Personal levitation.
Now we can have 3 party members levitating at the same time.
We're always high. That's
it's your
what's up.
potion of breathe fire.
Here, actually, this one makes sense. Here's a potion of lightning resistance.
Oh,
Cool.
And they're like, yeah, I mean, it's I don't have much, but I got this. And I figured, for letting me out of there, that's just a nice thing I could do.
Cool.
Well, how long have you been trapped
sure.
here?
I have no idea. I assume, looks at
What year do you think it is?
what year do I think it is?
What
Oh,
year?
Can you
I
tell by
think-
your surroundings inside this dungeon what you?
Please tell me. They cite a year. You guys recognize that as a very similar year, probably off by like 5 or 10 to the year that was that you visited when you went and hung out with that manticore.
The master.
Mm-hmm.
Manticore is insensitive.
That's true. So that was probably like 1,000 years in the past. So they were just like, yeah, like that, isn't it? I don't know, how long have I been in here? Like a couple of years? What's going on? Why is this place so dusty?
It's been 1,000 years.
Couple years.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that's, I mean, I'm immortal anyway, so I guess that doesn't matter too much. But yikes. So I'm gonna,
And
Should go check up with your friends and fam.
yeah, I'm gonna.
Do you know about this area? You were just at a spring, you said, and you got
Mhm.
captured.
Yeah, the Shembai Spring. Mm-hmm. Just hanging out there. It was that was my home.
And you don't know any of these, and I like point to the ruins and stuff, or who these other creatures are.
Don't ring a bell with me. Did you? Looks over. Yeah, I don't understand any of this. Like, oh, I don't know where I am. Don't know. I think I'm just gonna. I'm gonna teleport out of here as soon as
Oh,
as
you
soon as
can
I
teleport. Okay.
Yeah.
Like
Think
we don't
it-
really have a way of getting you home, but if you're
Oh no, I can take care of that. I can just think of where my home is, and then I can warp back over there. Not a big deal. But
You
jeez,
also-
I wish there was more I could do for you. I'm kind of at a loss here. I'm out of my depth. I don't know what this place is.
Evil's gonna start turning the dial of another one.
Okay.
Wait, evil.
Which way do you turn the second or the third one?
Same way to the right, to the second one. He's just going to go down the line.
Okay.
Emo.
Back a turn.
What?
Back.
What if you release the giant insect thing?
Well, the Jinn was friendly.
That's what is.
So the giant insect will be friendly too. That's the obviously.
Like, you see like Cramble's nose start to bleed a little bit as he tries to process the connection.
You start turning that to the right. How many? So right now it's almost all the way to the left. So you just start turning it to the right.
Mm-hmm.
How far do you turn it to the right?
Let's say halfway.
Okay. So you can get like you can get to 0 or like 1 or 2. And nothing bad seems to happen. Although you do hear a crackling in the air, the tubes move around and sand shifts. And you sort of, there's a little bit of a static spark from over where that gemstone is.
Hmm.
In the center of the room.
I don't think that did anything.
Do you want to
Turn
keep
it the
turning
rest
it?
of the way.
Turn the rest of the way. As you turn it the rest of the way, two things happen. One, that the gross insect creature starts moving, and two, like if you just crank it all the way to the right, there's another crack, another spark around where that gem is, and everyone starts to feel a little odd, and as you look back and forth to each other, you see your hair is starting to grow out very rapidly, and your fingernails are growing out very rapidly.
Out of the room!
The person you just saved is standing there and looks totally normal. And it's like, hey, is something wrong with you guys? Hey, that insect thing is moving. As the insect thing starts moving and crawling towards you, but as it's crawling towards you, it also seems to be like its carapace seems to be like browning and getting more molted as it's making its way towards you. What do you do?
Dial it back so that the hair's not growing.
Okay, you dial it back. Where do you dial it back to?
Let's say 2 to 3.
2 to 3.
Yeah.
Everyone's hair stops growing. Everyone stops rapidly aging. The insect creature that's rapidly crawling towards you, its tentacles writhing, slows way down. And it's still sort of crawling towards you, but it's going so slowly that it is not a threat whatsoever. And again, there is that crackle of air near where the gemstone is.
Interesting.
What if we put everything at 0?
Good question. He goes to the next dial and turns it to the right.
Next dial. Well, the next dial is at 7 to the right already, so you can only turn it 3 degrees more to the right. But if you want to, you can.
Yeah, let's do
Okay.
that. Let's go all the way to
You turn it 3 more degrees to the right. Nothing really happens.
it. All right, 0 it is.
Okay. Which one are you setting to 0?
Isn't the third one, right?
Sure, if you want. You crank the third one to 0. As you do so, the 3 jackal-headed men begin to unfreeze. and seem to be pretty angry. Pretty angry. They're angry.
Turn it back. Turn it back.
Turn it back. So
Like, are they moving? Are they moving
they
fast?
they
Moving slow?
are. Let me look this. I think they are. If you turn it to 0, I believe that they unfreeze entirely. Let's see. That yeah. So that's all. That's 7 to the right. So if you turn it to 0, those guys will. That is a sweet spot for them to unfreeze entirely, and they do so, and bark something in a strange language you don't seem to understand. What are everyone's alignments?
Oh no.
Lawful.
Chaotic.
Neutral.
Chaotic.
The people who are chaotic sort of can understand what these things are saying.
Okay.
And they're just like, damn wizards can't come to our den and attack us. We'll destroy you with our magic.
Is it a specific language?
This is generally the alignment language of chaos.
Okay. Can I talk back from my bodiless voice floating up above
Sure.
somewhere? Are you enemies of the wizard?
They look around upward. One of them looks upward, confused. The other two are eyeing everyone else, and they say,
It's your conscience.
"This is your conscience speaking." They say, "We're enemies to all wizards, and we will destroy you." And they're like brandishing their weapons, and they seem ready to fight. So, if
They look like again.
they look like humanoid jackals. They're not happy, and they're pretty menacing. If anyone would like to try to calm them down, or I'm sorry, if Ruificent or Anand, because Anand's the one who's chaotic, right? Would like to calm them down, those are the people who can attempt to do so, because you can communicate with them.
You see Emo brandish his sword.
Yeah.
Anand, how charismatic do you feel today?
I feel about a 15.
I think that you should talk to these good jackalasses.
Hey, homeboys.
Yo, homies. What's up, fellow kids?
What's up, fellow kids? Music band. I want to let you know that we are no friends of the traitorous wizard. If you're friends of the traitorous wizard, we're gonna have to take you out. We say and talk about some wizard stuff. That's what Anand says. It's very charismatic.
Roll. Let's see. 2d6. Add your charisma modifier.
Whoa. Wow, not bad. 9?
9. Hey. That's good. That's indifferent / uninterested. So they're just like, obviously you're not the ones who put us here. You don't even look like you're from around here. And they're like, and they're sort of
doesn't even go to this school.
don't even go to this school. So they're just like, and they're taking in their surroundings. Instead of just being ready to kill you, they're now stopping, looking around at what's going on, and they're just like, where are we?
Good question.
Interpretation for the non-chaotic people. They don't like wizards. And they know that we aren't from around here, so that's what's up.
Oh, so they don't want to fight?
Not yet.
Yeah.
Just hang tight.
They haven't
Aw.
sheathed their weapons, but they have lowered them. So yeah, that seems like a good thing. And they're just like, yeah, and they look around and they see the creature, and they're like, ugh, the insect creature, and they're like, ugh, and one of them like kicks it, and it doesn't move at all because it's frozen in time, and they're like, that's weird, And then they look at the stuff on the wall with all the sand, and they're like, "Ugh, stupid wizard stuff. We should smash it." And then another one sees the gemstone in the middle of the room, and they're like, "Oh, pretty!" And he goes to try and grab it, and like it does, he can't pull it off. He's like, "Nyah, nyah, nyah, nyah." He's just trying his darnest to get that off that pedestal. It's not working.
Alrighty then. Should we move on?
Whatever you want to do. These guys are just kind of like, yeah, well, you should, I don't know.
Oh.
How do you get out of this place? Says one of them. The one wearing the fancy armor.
We're about to go fight some wizard people. Do you want to come with us to fight some wizard people?
Yeah, ask them if they have any weapons to help us fight wizards.
So, like, we're not going to give any of our stuff to you. Well, they wouldn't have heard that question, but they're just like, we don't want to... Listen, you got your own fights. We don't want to help you with that. We want to get out of here. How do you get out of here?
We'll show you the way.
Excellent. He's like, hey, Baz, did you get that gem? And the guy's like, I'm working on it, boss. I'm working on it. He's just pulling on the thing, and it's not budging. And then another...
Anchor, do you have any thoughts about this situation?
I don't really understand what any of you are saying. But I think we need to get that gem in order to get out of here and unlock doors.
Odin will walk over and try and pull the gem out.
So you, so the creature that's pulling at the gem is having no luck, but you walk over and just try and grab it and pull it out. And it moves a little bit. It's not completely stationary, but it looks like there is some sort of force, like a magnet type deal, that's just keeping it where it's at. And even with your superior strength, you can only budge it but a little.
Can I check it for...
Traps?
Traps?
You can certainly do that.
Yeah. 30%.
Uh-huh. Let's roll. Wow. Traps. You don't think so?
No traps.
You're pretty sure, like, I don't think this is a trap. I think it's some sort of weird magic thing, but it didn't, like, explode or anything, so I guess it's not a trap.
Wait, is it moving a little?
Just a little bit.
Emo's like, oh, I've got an idea. And he turns the bug one to the point where the bug's moving again.
Which one? The bug one was dial number 2.
Second one.
Wait, we're gonna start aging again.
If you could turn the dial to the point where the bug is moving, but you're not aging, because there's a pretty big range there. But I will point out that where you have that dial at right now, you felt a weird a crackling where the gem was. When you turn that to where the bug starts to move again, there is another crackling near where the gem is. That seems as if, I don't know, it's like if Anand tries to pull on it after that happens, it doesn't move at all, instead of just moving a little bit.
Is this like a safe, and these dials are the stethoscope that we have, and we can hear when the gem is like...
Is it like that?
I don't know. And he's like, is it moving more?
Wait, no, turn it back the other way. Where it was.
So
Try that.
Okay, you turn it back to like 2 or 3, and now it's moving a little bit, just a smidge.
Okay, go to the third dial and turn it all the way down.
Okay. Right now the third dial is at 0, so if you...
Oh, sorry, turn it up. Turn it up.
It was, well, like I said, it's numbers going off of from either side of 0, so it's like negatives and positives.
Yeah, so I'll turn it into the negatives.
Okay, so you turn it into the negatives. As you do so, if you turn it, you keep turning it, you do start to hear a little bit of a crackle with the gem, and as you're pulling on it, it seems to budge a little bit more. And
Oh, that's it, Immel.
and the creature that's also trying to pull on it is like, yeah, we're getting it if we work together. Doesn't seem to understand that the dials are tied to this at all.
We're so close. My friend, what's his name? Bazo?
Baz.
Baz, we can do it, Baz. Just you and me.
It's budging a little bit. The genie that's standing off to the side being like, you guys, so you've made friends with the gnolls, that's good, but should I like stick around? I think I should go. You're gonna be cool with the gnolls, right?
Yeah, we'll be cool. It was great to meet you, dude.
Don't you want to help us fight wizards?
Honestly, I just want to get home.
Do you wanna smoke some of my pipe?
Yo, hit me up later about that.
All right.
But
Randall says floating above.
they're just like, I mean, I'll hang out for. Okay, let's
I'll like hand it over.
and then and the genie just sort of floats up to where Cramble is, so they're both like near the ceiling.
Yeah.
And the genie's like, "Yo, let me get some of that."
Yeah.
So while everyone else is messing with the dials, you're having some of that dank herb.
Old Toby.
Half of us are toking up.
Yeah. The genie is like, it's just like, oh, you know, I'm an air elemental, right? So I got I'm real good with blowing smoke rings. It's like my thing.
Yeah, you can show me.
So anyway, that's happening on the ceiling.
Rude, do you want to come hang out with us?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. You gotta
Here, I
meet
got
my
them.
invisible friend.
Yeah, you gotta meet my visible friends.
You just like hold it out and you just like feel like a hand take it and it just floats and you just see the little it's like floating and there's just like a little
And Evil's gonna try and turn the first cell till it crackles.
Okay, so the first dial, let's see, is turn to the right. You turned it, set the genie free. If you turn it to as you turn it to the left, you keep going, and you go a couple clicks to the left. There starts to be that crackling energy around the gemstone, and it loosens. And Anand and Baz are able to, through their shared might, grab it as they
Boss.
Yeah, you grab it, and you both sort of, as it loosens and you're pulling on it with all your might, you like sort of fly across the room when it gets loose, holding. Each of you has a hand on the gem, and now you're laying there sprawled over, having taken the gem off the pedestal. And Boz looks at you and looks at the gem and looks back at you.
I give him one of a Terminator handshake. You know what I'm talking about?
No, what is that?
No, like from the very beginning, it's like, ah man, haven't seen you in a while. They do the thing where it's like the
Oh, that's the Predator handshake, you
Predator
fool.
handshake. Sorry.
Yeah, the thing where they clasp arms. Yes.
You know what I'm talking
Yeah. So you give him the Predator handshake. Carl Weathers and
about. Yeah, Carl Weathers, Arnold
Schwarzenegger. And he's like, cool. So like, how do we share this gem? Should we split it in half?
technically I saw it first.
That's how we
Dude,
leave.
you can't see it anymore because that cloud is too thick.
It's how we leave. It's how we leave.
This is how we leave, actually. So we have to go together. It's not.
Meanwhile, the other two gnolls are just like, oh, good, you got the gem. Yeah, let's get out of here. And one of them kicks the insect creature again.
Yeah, let's head back to Kingsmill with our new Knoll friends. I can't
Yeah.
believe I said that out loud.
You start heading back down the hallway. Meanwhile, 3 of the party members are still toking it up. Having a grand time. And you're heading down the hallway. You get back to the rope. You can shimmy across the rope if you want. There's let's see here. When you look down towards the sand, that mummy is no longer there. The sand is disturbed, as if it dug back down in, but it's not there anymore.
I can't talk to the gnolls, right? They can't understand me.
Correct.
Okay. Now I'm forgetting Davis's character's name. Cramble, not Cramble. Who's the one that speaks chaotic?
Anand.
Onion.
Unless he's frozen, which he might be, Davis.
Oh no. Are we gonna have another bit of technical difficulties today?
He's just standing real
very,
still.
very stoic, and I'm like, oh, hey, we got two.
Oh.
Now.
Wow, that was weird.
Whew.
Let's make sure that didn't freak out OBS. No, it didn't. Okay,
Guys?
good.
Hey.
Nice.
What did I miss?
You missed me talking to you.
You talked to me. What'd you say?
Anand, maybe you should flash some of that gold we got from the zombies and instigate that there might be more gold in the sand if they start digging.
Hey,
We'll go
guys.
check on the exit and they can get more stuff from the sand.
Hey guys, look at these cool rings. I show them the rings.
Wow, those rings are
Anand has-
fancy.
Anand has a ring on each finger. He has 10 rings on. He's like, look at all these rings that I got from digging in the sand.
They're like, whoa, what? There's gold down there?
Yeah, there's gold down there.
Oh, get out of the way.
Yeah, okay, sure. I'm like, I'll go down first. Oh, you want to go? You can go.
Listen, they're dog people, so digging is, they're pretty good at it.
Go dig.
And they're going to dig. Are you guys gonna leave them doing that?
Yep,
Okay.
they're evil. I don't like them.
Normally, I would oppose. I mean, we just met. We don't really know them. It's kind of just racist to assume that they're evil. But yeah, let's see.
I mean,
Listen,
they didn't-
there is no-
They didn't attack us, so.
Yeah, there's no evil alignment
they-
in BX.
They listen to reason.
They're just chaotic.
Yeah, they're just chaotic, and they're driven by money quite a bit. So they
They're
start.
our brothers, Onion. Our brothers.
Our brothers. Are we all just the same? So you guys can get out of there while that's happening, and go back to the central chamber if you'd like.
Are we still just floating along with our Jin buddy?
Yeah, he's hanging. He's
Okay.
yeah, he's token with you guys. Just flying along. He's
Can you do
he's
with like where like you make a ring and then you make like a boat that goes through the ring?
yeah, he can totally do that for real. He does the thing where he makes like a bunch of weird Solomonic seal type symbols, like the stuff that Doctor Strange does.
Whoa!
And he's like, yeah, man.
They're really cool. Can we be best friends?
Yeah, and he just sort of like, he's like, where's the end of your pole? And sort of grabs that, because he can fly.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
grabs the arm of Cramble. So while they're hovering, he's like leading them down through like across the pit and everything. He's like, come on, you guys.
Ah, wee!
Let's
I can
go.
fly. I can actually fly.
This is real nice. This is having a good time.
Yep.
And you're best friend.
And you continue. You make it back to the central chamber. In the central chamber, you see Sen. Is Sen also levitating? How many people are levitating right now?
No, Sen's on the ground.
Okay. See Sen standing over, and you see this these two wheels within each other. The central wheel has one of those gemstones has been put inside of it, and about a third of the cuneiform text on the wheel has lit up.
Hi guys, you made it back. Who are these people? Things.
Well, they helped us get the gem, I guess. They didn't really do much. They just
Oh.
kind of. They said they want to fight wizards, so we are gonna take them to a wizard to fight.
Wait, you have another gem?
Yeah. Anand holds it up.
Ooh.
Oh, Davis, I will point out, since you've been using that, since you've had that gem in your hand, you have you've realized that two different things. One, that the gem, if you were to cast a spell, which Anand doesn't do, but if you were to do so, you would get +2 to saves against spells. Actually, you get that either way, I guess. So you get +2 to saves against spells, and if you cast a spell against something else that needs to make a saving throw, they get -2 to that saving throw. But the other thing you've noticed is that the gem, as you are moving closer to the central chamber, seems to be whispering to you and talking about how it wants... You don't really get words so much as a general feeling, and you can tell that the gem desires to be put inside one of the fixtures in the central wheel.
Hey, just so I like hold it up closer to my ear. I'm like,
Yeah, that's what
Ah!
you can tell it's what it wants.
yep, I thought that's what you said. So this gem is talking to me.
That's not a
Oh.
good sign.
Mine was talking to me too. I think it's kind of like normal. for
What did
them.
it say to you?
It wanted to be in that thing.
In
The
what?
wheel thing. The wheel thing.
Where do you want to go, Gem?
Dude, it wants to go in that wheel. Again,
I'm a
it's not
player.
saying specific words, but you can tell from like an emotional vibe it's giving off. That's where it wants to go.
Well, you seem like you're pretty cool and shiny. I'll walk over and I'll put it in the wheel.
So the genie who is hovering there is just like, oh man, that looks like some bad juju. I can sense it from a mile away.
But what is that juju that's like useful?
I mean, maybe, you know, magic, good, bad, indifferent. It's all like useful, man.
I agree. Can I have some of that stuff?
Oh, here, man, I'm sorry. I was hogging it. Oh, I'm
It's puff puff pass.
Dude.
That's the rule.
that's I don't want to be that guy. I'm not trying to be that guy. I'm Al Sharib, by the way. Yo,
Oh, hi, Al Sharif.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Dude. lesser genie of the air cast, you know? Like,
Yeah.
wow. Oof. This is
Happy to have you, Al.
it looks up at the hole in the ceiling. It's like, yo, oh man, I can see the stars up there. That's how I get out of here. Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know if you should drive in this condition.
You don't want to keep hanging out with us?
I mean, you guys are pretty cool, but I really do want to get home. I have potions. Did I give you my potions?
You gave me.
I
I
potions.
think I
Wait,
lost
some
my
more.
potions, you guys.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
No, I thought I
Yeah,
had 3
something else
potions
you can
here.
Give us instead?
Ooh, well, you know, hey, you're cool. So take
Yeah.
this thing, and takes this bejeweled dagger. Just like, this thing. Usually I use this for self-defense, but listen.
Yeah.
I'm really getting a loving vibe right now. I don't want to participate in any violence. So take this. Take it. Take it. He sort of hands it down generally to the group.
Ew.
Cool.
Are so
Yeah.
nice.
You're so nice.
So nice.
You guys are so nice. Man,
like
this
nice.
is some good stuff.
How much is this wheel is illuminated now?
If you put the second gem in the wheel, which I assume you're doing, 2/3 of the wheel is illuminated. The water, the pool that's at the center of this, starts to sort of waver a little bit and glow slightly. The
Where- Okay.
whoever takes the dagger, does anyone take the dagger?
I'll take
Well,
the dagger.
Yeah, if you don't have a magic item, right, Amol?
Nope.
Yeah, you should take the dagger.
That is
I'll take the dagger.
that's a it's a +2 dagger.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Fancy
look at you, all fancy.
with
Yeah.
gems and
Maybe
like
not. I can't-
probably
I-
light as a feather because it's made by air elementals.
It is really well balanced, and so he's like, you guys have been great. Be careful with those gnolls and all those evil gems. Wow. But I'm gonna peace out. Gonna go back, check out my spring.
All right. Well, it was nice to meet you. Safe travels. Yeah. Don't talk to strangers.
Got it. Your thanks. It's been
Come
great.
visit sometime.
Yeah, totally. I mean,
You
this
gotta
is
do this again.
this is a weird place you got here, but I'll come. I'll check it out.
I mean, not here. Don't get us here.
It's like, oh well. I mean, I'll get your number. We'll catch up. I'll friend you on Facebook. It'll be fine.
All right.
yeah.
Sure.
What's anime?
This is-
What's Facebook?
What is anime? How dare you? And he just turns into like like sort of a little cyclone of air and just zoops up through the shaft that you guys came down and off into the night.
Nice.
Off he goes into the stars.
It is 7:00 Eastern time.
It
I wanted to ask, would people like to keep playing tonight, or are we gonna play next week? Because I know that Michaela has some problems with next week.
I do, but I also have another stream in 30 minutes, so I gotta get going.
There we go.
I'm a busy bee on Saturdays.
We may see if we can reschedule some stuff about next week's
Okay.
stream.
And I'll let you know if I can manage to come in on my phone or something.
Okay, sure. Yeah, that will definitely be the conclusion. We were, due to some technical difficulties and some other things and just getting real high, this session took a lot longer than I thought it was gonna. But yes, next time will for sure be the final session because there isn't a huge amount left to do. All right. Well, you've made your way through most of the Enmakar dungeon and found 2 of the gemstones.
Nice.
Only one more. Just one more. There is another boom as something again blasts against the door to the south, and we leave our heroes just in a real desperate situation. Hey, I'm gonna turn off my music real quick.
Okay.
Boop. There we go.
It's getting real, guys.
getting real.
He's turning his chair around. He's gonna
I'm gonna pick up my chair and turn it around.
decided to invade a tomb.
Yep. But that's it. That's gonna be it for this week. So hey, thanks everybody for watching. This has been the penultimate episode of Seekers of the Scorpion Crown. We will be back for our finale next Saturday, probably. Hopefully, we might be at a different time. We're going to see what happens. I'm going to check with the scheduling people of the Greyhawk channel. So, watch Twitter for that. See if there are any changes. But I have been your Dungeon Master, Lex. This has been a great, great game. And we're going to go around real quick and talk about who people are and where they can be found online. So let's start with, I don't remember who I ended with last time. Let's start with Michaela.
Hello, it's me. You can find me around the internet as McBoots42. It's on Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, and but you can find out about all the events I'm doing on Twitter. I'll be at PAX West next weekend, and I'll be at Rose City Comic Con after that. So come say hi. And from here, I'm on my way to play some more Dungeons and Dragons on my channel. It's McBoots42.
Nice. All right. Okay. Wild Engineer.
Yes, I'm a wild engineer. You can catch me on Wild Engineer on Twitter. Um, you'll be able to catch me next season on Greyhack for some more awesome Greyhack D&D stuff. And on Fridays, then starting September, I will be doing some Masks New Generation. I'll be GMing a game on super late nights on Friday, like around midnight-ish. So, yeah, that'll be awesome and fun.
Very cool. Jordan.
Hi, everybody. I'm Jordan. You can find me on the internet as Jordan with a PH in the middle. I am that call sign on all of the social medias, so search for that and you'll find me. I predominantly am on YouTube, though, where I run a channel called Forgotten Realms Explained, and we talk about Dungeons and Dragons lore. Hey, there was an Eberron book just announced. You're probably curious, what is Eberron? Go watch some of my videos on Eberron and you'll be informed.
There you
it's
go.
a win-win situation.
Wow.
So that's what I do. That's me on the internet. Woo.
Cool. Davis.
I'm Davis, and I work with Lex on Dank Dungeons, which, it's on YouTube. You should check it out. It's 3 whole seasons now, guys. 3 seasons. You believe that? 3 seasons of Dank Dungeons on YouTube. Dank Dungeons TV. Check it out on YouTube.
Yep.
Play corn. In this show, I play Cramble and Onion.
You have a
Except
gift
corn
for
dog.
character names, I'd say.
You know what? I try. I do my best.
So yeah, and I am Lex. I've been the Dungeon Master. You can find me on Twitter at Dank Dungeons. There's all sorts of cool stuff I have in a pinned tweet up there that you can check out, such as the stuff I publish on DM's Guild, including the Joy of Monster Cooking that just went gold in terms of sales, which is pretty cool. You can also check out, like Davis was talking about, Dank Dungeons over on YouTube. There's a link for that there. There's some Bandcamp stuff that I did. There's a link to that. And there is my Patreon. You can support me and the things I do on there. And there is also a Teespring that I made that is linked there. And you can buy merchandise for this show. So you can get a Seekers of the Scorpion Crown t-shirt or a poster, which is kind of a neat thing. I thought it'd be cool. So anyway.
Yeah, they're super cool.
Yeah.
Very.
So thanks again for watching. And we will see you again next time for the finale of Seekers of the Scorpion Crown.